One night passed, and the first morning since Mio and I became a couple arrived.
Ohayo, Yu-kun! 今日も気持ちいい朝だね。
It's especially more pleasant today. As I take one step outside the entrance, Mio and her brimming smile have already been waiting me. As my eyes meet that smile, an ineffable feeling of embarrassment wells up inside me. Morning, Mio. Say, did you sleep well?
あんまり寝られなかったかも。ずっとゆうくんのこと考えてたから。
Ooh, did your heart go all doki doki? I see.
あんな風にゆうくんに触ったの、すっごく久しぶりだったしね。
That's true, that's true. Like, we actually, touched each other for quite a long time before her body or whatever phobia woke up and just realized, oh shit, I was touching him. And then she cried again. So, yeah, it seemed like temporarily that she was cured, but we still have a ways to go. Now that you mention it, you're right. Normally, even if we touched, holding hands for the distance of 2 telephone poles was the maximum she could manage. The other day, I happened to touch her cheek, but if you consider the area of contact, I suppose you can't say it was much of a touch. Compared to that, we embraced each other, and even kissed yesterday. It's a whole new milestone.
あのね、ゆうくん、そんなにお口を見つめられると、
Oh.
ちょっと恥ずかしいかも。
Was that what I was staring at? Sorry.
いいよ。でも、なんだか照れちゃうね。
I mean, of course, it's a bit different, right? Of course, if you've been friends for so long and then suddenly you're a couple and then the next day, just, feelings are different now. Seeing that Mio's cheeks are tinged red, I suppose she's also conscious of it. Somehow, it's really wondrous. I presume it's because our relationship changed, but even her tiniest actions and expressions seem lovely to me now. Come to think of it, why was it that I could touch you without any problems yesterday?
わかんないけど、またゆうくんに触れるようになると嬉しいな。
I will try my best, okay? I'll try my best to touch you without making you cry. I feel the same. As we gaze at each other, Mio shows a happy smile. Maybe this feeling right now is what you'd call a taste of happiness, Only a small taste, only like a small lick, but we'll be getting the whole happiness pie very soon.
みおさん、おはようございます。
Good morning, Konami. She doesn't know yet, does she? At that point, the entrance door opened, and Konami appeared.
コナミちゃん、おはよう。
I mean, we have told Aoi, our mommy, but not Konami.
あれ、兄さんどうしたの？
What are you talking about?
最近は何かと理由つけて私たちと行かないようにしてたのに。
Well, I thought I'd go together with you again from now on. Just her laughing like Well then, let's get going, okay?
ゆうくん、待って。
When I've already begun to walk, I'm called to a halt by Mio. What's the matter? Do you want to hold hands already?
いつものしてほしくて、ダメかな。
We should, right, to rehab? With a somewhat embarrassed expression, she unassumingly presents her hand to me. Is it because our relationship changed? I can't sense much of her usual tension. Did her androphobia improve a bit? Right, let's do it then.
あれ、再会するの？
A lot has changed yesterday night, okay, Konami? Keep up, will ya? God damn it. You're supposed to be my sister. You're supposed to know everything that goes on in my life. Yeah, I had a little change of heart. Besides, running away from it won't get her better, right?
何があったか知らないけど、いいと思うよ。
I mean, we should really tell her, you know? Alright then, Mio. I gently grasp her held-out hand, very carefully, so that I don't shake her hand off like back then. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna trigger PTSD memories for her. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, those sounds, it sounds like she was starting to cry. Through my fingertips, I can feel Mio's body temperature being transmitted to me. This sensation alone was enough to make my heart pound. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since I last held her hand like this. And her warmth, which is transmitted to me, almost makes me unintentionally recall her kissing last night. Oh no! Okay, I think this is enough rehab. Mio, are you alright? I don't know, she's sniffing. As always, Mio was desperately trying to fight against her subconscious urge to cry.
Misa, そろそろ電柱1本分だよ.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, I'm reluctant to let go of her just yet. But I block out these feelings and let go of her hand at the usual spot. Gently, don't swing it away. Ooh, how is it, Mio? Think you can hold your tears?
久しぶりだからかな。なんだかいつもより辛くないかも。
It wasn't? I feel like she tried even harder to fight back the urge to cry than usual.
確かに少しだけ楽そうに見えますね。そうかな。だとしたら嬉しいな。
Since Konami's impression also incurs with hers, I guess it might really improve a bit.
ちょっとドキドキしちゃった。
Ah, I told you, doki doki. While still bearing her tears, Mio says so bashfully. To be honest, I was the same. Just a little.
そうなの？ 同じだね。
Mine only went one doki though, not double doki doki. Wait, double doki doki is 4 times doki. Shit. Mio too, huh? Sometimes as trivial as this makes me feel strangely happy. What's the matter, Konami? Why are you staring at me?
なんか兄さんもミオさんも空気が違う気がする。
Of course she would be able to sense it, right? I mean, she is our little sister after all. Is that so?
いつもより柔らかいというか。
What?
ピンク色？
Pink? The atmosphere is somehow pink? It's comparable to a color?
そんなことないよ。いつもと同じだもん。
Even though I probably know, I kind of know what she's getting at, but I just find the comparison funny. It's pink, you know? What do you mean with pink? In response to Konami's remark, Mio starts to panic while evidently appearing embarrassed. Oh, Mio, this embarrassment reminds me of the color red. Mio, first of all, calm down. Aoi-san also said it was easy to see, but seems Konami is also catching on to us. But like, those are the two people that would probably have the easiest time of seeing through it, right? To catch it and like, huh, something's different between these two. Because I'm very close with Mio, we see each other pretty much every day, but Konami and Aoi also see us together a lot. So they can sense if something different is you know, has changed between us. Well, I guess it's only natural. I mean, it was Konami who received that text in the first place. And yet, we're going to school together in such a good mood, and as close as ever. Anyone would suspect that something is going on. But what's the best way to bring this up? Just say it.
何かあったの？
Well, can I, Mio?
ゆうくんが迷惑じゃないなら。
I don't mind, I'll shout it off the rooftops if I have to. Actually, we...
できちゃったの？二人の子供。
Whoa, you're skipping a couple of steps here, Konami. We have not made a child yet.
子供？ゆうくん、キスだけじゃ子供できないよね。
And as far as my biology lessons, if they're right, then no. Calm down, Mio. Your panicking is making you blurt out some stuff you really should keep to yourself. it was basically the same as straight out admitting that we kissed, which is pretty much what she did. Also, you're pointlessly devouring mountains of BL books, and you don't have this kind of knowledge or what? Yeah, I mean, come on, otherwise all your fucking BL boys in the books there would get pregnant despite not physically being able to.
だってあれは男の子同士だし、赤ちゃんとかあんまりできないもん。
What do you mean they almost never get children? I mean, obviously they can adopt, but like, I feel like just BL books or like, you don't really see. I mean, I'm not that much into Yuri. I only play Yuri visual novels, but obviously there are like a shit ton of Yuri and Yaoi mangas, right? But I feel like most of them just sort of cover the romance part and like, I guess the quote-unquote ecchi stuff and shit, right? I'm actually like, has any one of you that's like into that ever seen like a manga where they actually go as far as they actually like start a family together and they adopt a child? I feel like that would be something that rarely ever, if ever at all, would be added to the story. It just seems kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like stories like that in BL or Yuri whatever, it doesn't go that far into like the future. I don't fucking know. It just, I find that she just says they almost never get children. It just sounds weird to me. Almost never? So that basically means there are actually instances where they get a child? What the hell? Wasn't there, I don't remember, I think it was a couple years ago, but wasn't there like a news story about a man actually getting pregnant? Although I don't think it was actually a man. Was it like a person who actually recently transitioned and was pregnant before the actual transition? It was probably something like that. I don't remember. I have a vague remembrance of like people shouting, just like, oh, there's a man who's pregnant! And then it kind of didn't turn out to be that way. I think it was something along those lines. I don't remember.
兄さんって案外手が早いんだね。
What do you mean quick? I waited like 10 years for this shit, kind of. Just to be clear, I didn't forcibly steal a kiss from her or anything. Actually, Mio was the one who kissed me, but I don't really feel like explaining things to that extent. I actually find it quite, I kind of like it in the sense that there's a variety in how the confession happens in the few routes that we played so far, right? Like in the Yuri route, I feel like the Konami route, you can't really compare it to any sort of other normal route in visual novel, right? Just because you're dating someone that you've already lived with and live in the same house with for pretty much their entire life, if it's your younger sibling, right? So the Konami route isn't really comparable to Yuri or Mio in that sense. But for example, in the Yuri route, right? In the Yuri route, Yuri actually confessed to us, Yuma, and then we sort of ended up together that way, right? Here, however, we're the one that confessed to her, and Mio was sort of the one that actually sort of made the first move in terms of the first kiss. I just like the variety of it, right? It's not just always, oh, the guy has to confess, or this, or you know? I just like, mixing it up is good. That's all I'm saying. Refreshing.
ま、
Like a
兄さん
tic-tac.
たちがどこまで進んでもいいけど、私をおばさんにするのはもう少し待ってほしいかな。
Don't worry. We're not planning to do any of that yet, okay? Not the making a baby child part. Even though I know she's got like the charms for it, right? She got it from you. but we're gonna hold that off for a while, okay?
だからそんなことしてないよ。
I see that she's pretty damn set on asserting this kind of relationship.
告白は兄さんからしたの？
Yeah, I confessed and we became a couple. With half a mindset that she's going to chaff about it anyway. I bluntly stated.
そっか。よかったね、ミオさん、兄さん。
Thank you. You're not gonna tease us about it?
だってほら、ミオさんがこんなに嬉しそうだし。
That's true.
ありがとう、コナミちゃん。嬉しいよ。
I mean, this is something that she's kind of subconsciously been waiting for so many years, right? And it's finally come true. Mio and Yuma are a couple.
でもどうしてすぐに教えてくれなかったの？
It happened yesterday. Well, look. Love is banned at the student council. Ah, shit, I keep forgetting about that. Oh, what are we gonna do about the banner and shit then? So we have to keep it a secret from everybody else too.
そういえば、そんなのもあったね。
So, could you keep this quiet from Senpai and the others for now? We'll look for the right timing to tell them ourselves. I don't think she'd tell on us anyway, but just in case, I bring it to her attention.
わかった。学校では知らないふりをしておくね。
Thank you, Konami. Thanks, that's a big help. Though it's a problem that's kind of tough to bring up. I mean, it's technically an infringement of the rules. And we are part of the PMC, right? Uh-oh. Well, we can't afford to idle around forever. Let's head to school. The question is just the when, huh? We head for school as I rack my brain about this question. When do we tell the rest? When?
ゴエタ君、そっちの書類取って。
この部活関係の報告書っすか？
うん、それ。あ、コナタン、そっちの進み具合はどう？
Damn, the student council seems to be working hard.
一通りできたと思いますけど、チェックをお願いします。
They're actually working well together, huh? Since they weren't here yesterday due to a meeting, So and Senpai are immersing themselves in work with high spirits today. Consequently, I can't find any good opportunity to bring it up. Oh wait, you were thinking about today? I think we would just let's wait like a week or something, or a couple of days. See if we find a good opportunity after that.
ゆうくん、お茶持ってきたけど、飲む？
Oh, sure. Thanks, Miho.
どういたしまして。頑張ってるね、ゆうくん。
My waifu taking good care of me. Thank you, Miho. With a smile on her face, she puts the cup of tea in front of me.
わからないところとかない？何かあったら遠慮なく聞いてね。
Right. Now I'm good. But I'll take you up on that offer if I encounter something I don't understand. I mean, people should already be aware that something has changed, right? Because before we kept our distance so much with Mio, and now we're back to we were before that, right? Before the whole fainting incident happened. So people should already be kind of aware, like, hey, what? They're back to normal.
おい、任せて。って言っても、私もわからないことはいっぱいあるけど。
Then we'll just figure it out together, or ask Yuri. Well, we'll see to that if it actually comes to pass. After giving her that answer, I take a sip of the tea Mio brewed. Oh, the tea is good.
ありがとう、ゆうくん。
Delicious. Even a trivial exchange like this brings joy, making a warm feeling spread in my chest.
ユーリ、さっきからユウマくんばっかり見てるけど、どうかしたの？
Does Yuri already know? I mean, Yuri kind of approached us about this, right? Sort of. To at least make me think or rethink about what I'm doing by keeping a distance from Mio. So maybe Yuri has kind of caught on?
いえ、別に深い意味はありません。そう？ならいいけど、それにしてもあの二人、雰囲気が変わったような気がするんだけど、気のせいかな？
God damn it, they can just feel it. Is it that obvious? Okay, it is.
言われてみれば、教室でもいつもと違った感じでしたよ。なあ、月島さん。
そうね。
Well,
もしや昨日一日見なかっただけで何かあったとか？
what is it? As I notice that I'm being observed by Senpai and the others, I raise my eyes from a document before me. Is there something you need?
ねえねえユウマくん、この前までの距離を取って喋るネタはやめたの
？Comedy act. It wasn't supposed to be a comedy act, you know? It was unpurposely funny.
教室でも今日からやらなくなってたよな。
Well, I throw a glance in Mio's direction.
どうしよう、ユウくん。
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. They already know. Kind of. Or at least they're on the right trail, the right path. Uh-oh. Mio was very evidently in panic mode. I suppose that renders me unable to talk myself out of this. Moreover, I planned on telling them anyway. It's only a matter of sooner or later. Well, here we go then, I guess. Alright, well, this is all happening very soon. Senpai, actually, you and I...
二人はできてますからね。空気が違うのも当然です。
Konami! You're stealing my thunder here! What the heck? Konami? Just when I was about to say it, Konami willfully butts into the conversation. Then, Senpai Inira's glances pour onto Mio and me.
ユーマとミオちゃんがマジで
本当なの二人とも。
Well,
ゆうくん。
Uh-oh. Mio anxiously calls my name from beside me. I can't cop out here. If I can't even state it frankly, then how are we supposed to go out from now on? Yeah, we started going out yesterday.
浅場くん。潔く認めるんだ
I
ね。
had to.
じゃあ、声田くん。
はい。
What? Prompted by Senpai, So approaches us with a solemn atmosphere. What's gonna happen? Are we going to be kicked out of the student council? But as long as I'm with Mio, I'm prepared to accept any verdict. So... And before he's just gonna like congratulate, he's like, I'm so happy for you guys! So it draws even closer and comes to a halt right in front of me. Then he slowly opens his mouth.
おめでとうな。二人とも。
Actually, I was kind of half scared that he was like gonna do something, but yeah, he is gonna congratulate us. Huh? What's this about? Hearing him suddenly give us his blessing with a smile, the two of us are just dumbfounded.
実は前々から有利に二人がお互いのことを意識してるって聞いててね。
Ah, Yuri, huh? You blabbermouth.
まあ教室でのやりとりを見ていれば誰でもわかるけどな。
Even though we never told Yuri directly, right? I don't even exactly remember the conversation we had with Yuri outside. Despite it not being that long ago, I don't think we explicitly said that we love Mio though, right? But I guess Yuri she could feel it. She inferred it from the conversation and like, yeah, he may not be willing to admit it to me, but I can tell. Yuma likes Mio. So I guess she just put the pieces together and just like, yeah, they like each other, but Yuri just didn't know that we actually, you know, did something about our feelings and ended up together. Well, there we go. Everybody knew already, I guess. It was that obvious? Hearing the exact same thing from that Aoi-san told me last night, I start to feel quite embarrassed.
だから有利からいろいろお願いされてたんだ。二人は恋愛禁止を破って付き合い出すかもしれないから、それでも許してあげてほしいってね。
Oh wow, Yuri even advocated for the approval of our relationship despite the ban? That's a true MVP right there. Is that true?
ほら、だってミオのためだから。
I mean, if you remember back early in the Yuri route, right? Yuri looked a lot up to the friendship or just the relationship that Mio and Yuma had together, right? It's something she looked up to and just like, I want to have something like that too. So, of course, like, despite the fact that at this point she still might kind of like Yuma, of course she would support both of her best friends.
ゆりちゃんありがとう。
And besides, this current Yuri here, right, which is before she kind of gets strong independently in her own route, here she actually thinks that, like, Mio belongs to Yuma, right, and vice versa as well.
ちなみに、コナタンも知ってるよ。
So that's why you went ahead and said it before me, huh?
びっくりした、兄さん。
So fuck me, everybody. Well, obviously.
私もびっくりしちゃったよ。
I mean, everybody kind of seems happy about it. So, fuck the rules, right? Can we tear the Love is Banned banner? So that means you aren't going to kick us out from the student council? Ha, they couldn't even afford to, even if they wanted to. Because then the PMC would be down to one member. What are you gonna do then, huh? Maybe that's why Yuri is like, please don't kick them out. I need my PMC members.
そんなことしないって。ミオちゃんもユウマくんも大事な戦力だもん。
二人のおかげで仕事もかなり助かってますしね。
With both Senpai and So happily talking to us, there's no trace left of the solemn atmosphere that had descended upon us a few moments ago.
それにしてもようやくか。どっちから告白したんだ？
I have no reason to tell you that.
兄さんかららしいです。
Konami, what are you doing?
へえ、ユーマに言わせるなんてミオちゃんやるじゃん。
Konami, you little... She all too easily exposed what I wanted to keep from the likes of So and Senpai. Yeah, they're gonna tease me about that shit.
それで二人はどこまで進んじゃったのかな？
Calm down, okay? Jeez, it only happened yesterday. What, are you telling me that when I'll be playing your route the next time on, that we're immediately gonna fucking do it on the couch the moment we you know, confess our feelings to each other? Of course not. I'll keep silent about that. Konami, silent as a grave. You got it?
残念。この機会に全部バラしちゃえばいいのに。
We deserve some privacy in our relationship too, okay?
恥ずかしいからダメだよ、コナミちゃん。少しくらい教えてほしいんだけどな。
I'm not telling you shit.
ゆうくん。
Senpai, please don't tease me all too much.
ごめん。ああ、私もユウマくんのこと狙ってたのに、ミオちゃんに取られちゃったな。
Don't worry, An, okay? Your turn is finally gonna come next. I know how thirsty you've been about me ever since the beginning of the game. I've just been delaying it, you know? I've just been delaying it till the very end. So don't worry, An. Coming for you. Stop joking around, Senpai.
あら、割と本気だったんだけどな。なんて言ったらどうする？
Tough cookies? You're too late now.
ダメです。ユウくんを取らないでください。
Oh yeah, Mio's protective of her man.
だってユウマくんってば愛されてる。
Of course. A girl like Mio-chan, she sure knows how to love a guy. I mean, she's got plenty of examples from her BL books, right? Don't worry, Mio. I'm going out with you. I won't be taken by someone else.
ユウくん。ああ、暑い。ごちそうさま。
What treat? What are you talking about, treat?
兄さん、今のはちょっと臭かったかも。
Hey, it's okay to be cheesy when you're in love, okay?
でもユーマらしいんじゃね？
Are you calling me a cheesy dude? Sorry about that. I mean, I am half Dutch, you know? And Dutch are pretty known for their cheese, so I'm half cheesy at least. I heave a small sigh as the three of them banter at us in turns. But to think that they all give us their blessing.
浅葉くん、ミオ、おめでとう。
Thank you, Yuri. Thank you so much.
ユーリちゃん、ありがとう。
Thank you, Tsukishima. Seems that we are indebted to you regarding all sorts of things we didn't know about.
私は何も。むしろ余計なおせっかいをしただけみたいだし。
But you did it because you care about us, because you're a good friend. It wasn't needless. What you said to me made me rethink a lot of things. If it wasn't for the words she spoke to me at the courtyard, I might have still been misunderstanding everything.
ミオのこと本当に好きなんだね。
Yeah, I love her. And thanks to you, I was able to clearly realize that.
そっか。お幸せに。ミオもよかったね。
Aw.
素敵な彼氏ができたみたいで。
In Yuri's position, I'd probably feel a little... It's kind of like bittersweet, right? Because at the same time, as Yuri, you're probably a bit disappointed. Like, ah, shit, okay, he really loves her. That means it will never work out between me and me. Or there's never gonna happen anything between me and Yuma. But at the same time, she brought her two closest friends together and made them happy with each other as well, right? So, kind of a bittersweet thing, but I feel like you could take some pride in like, yeah, I caused them to be together. I caused them to be a perfect couple.
そうそう、浅葉くん。ゆうべ、ミオから電話がかかってきたんだけど。
She did? What did she spill? She called you?
ゆうりちゃん、それは。
What did you tell her, huh?
3時間くらいずーっと幸せそうに 浅場くんのことを話してたわ。
3 hours? That's why you barely slept last night, huh? Seems like he caused you some inconvenience. I mean, it's adorable, right? She's so excited about it.
だから今日はちょっと眠くって。
I can understand.
だって嬉しくてつい。
It's okay, Mio. It's okay.
そうそう、寝不足といえば花が。
Just when Tsukishima has managed to say half of her sentence.
聞いたわよ、みおちゃん。こんな男と付き合うだなんて本気？
Seriously, Hanako? Even when I'm not going after your sister, you're still like, stay away from that guy. He's bad. He's evil. The door vigorously burst open, and Hanako storms into the student council room.
ちょっと花、入るときはノックしないとダメでしょ。それにドアはもっと静かに開け閉めして。そんなことはどうでもいいわよ。ノックよりみおちゃんの方が大事なんだから。
Could it be that she overheard Mio's call?
そういうこと。
I mean,
ごめんね、騒がしくて。
they sleep in bunk beds, right? So it would probably be very easy for Hanako to overhear. There's no reason to hide it anymore, so don't mind it.
まあ、おめでたいことなんだし、いいんじゃないかな。どうせならパーッとお祝いしちゃう？
Hell yeah, let's celebrate! Hearing Senpai's voice, I shift my gaze towards her. What about student council work?
そっちはみんなが昨日頑張ってくれたから大丈夫。
それにこんな面白いネタいじらないと損だろ。
Seriously? Seriously so? You using a happy occasion like this to tease me? Shame on you, dude. You sure don't pull any punches.
もしかして兄さん照れてる？
I mean, you would be too, okay?
ゆうまくんの照れ顔？何それ見たい！
Nope, nope, ain't seeing it. I'll cover my face. The level of commotion in the student council room increases.
みおちゃん、考え直そう。世の中あいつよりももっといい男がたくさんいるから。
Where? Show me any guy that's better than me, huh?
ゆうくん、すごくかっこいいよ。昨日もね、泣いてる私のために家まで来てくれて。
I'm cool?
みお、その話ならゆうべからもう5回目なんだけど。
To her, I probably did. It seemed like probably like a scenario out of a BL or just any romance story or manga, right? Where just like the girl is so sad and crying, and then the guy comes storming in to the rescue and is like, "Why are you crying? I'm here to save the day and make everything better." And they actually end up dating. Yeah, seems like a pretty common premise in a romance story for sure. She's totally just smitten by that.
ちょっと私まだ聞いてないんですけど。というかみおちゃん泣いたの？まさか浅バカのやつに泣かされたとか？
Hey, come on, any guy would make her cry, okay? I'm actually the guy strange enough that makes her cry the least. In the sense that, you know, if I were to touch her, there's a chance that she won't cry.
私がね、勝手にゆうくんの邪魔になるのかなって思っちゃって。
Don't say that. Nuisance? What?
あ、その話、私も聞きたい。そういえば、私も兄さんが飛び出してからのことは全然聞いていませんでした。
Now everybody wants to know the story. Everybody begins to gather around Mio, who's retelling the events of last night. Oh god. It's like a fairy tale. Well, I guess it's alright. Mio seems really happy after all.
ユマ、お前は行かなくていいのか？
I was there. I know how the fucking story goes. It's clear as day that I'm just going to get teased over there. I'll just go to the restroom.
じゃあ、俺もあっちの話を聞いてくるわ。
Alright, dude, knock yourself out. Suit yourself. They'll undoubtedly poke fun at me if I stay here. I guess I'll quietly take my leave, unnoticed. Whew. I never thought even Jinpu-senpai loves this kind of love-related talk. At the end of the day, I suppose every woman has a thing for this kind of stuff. Right now, it's quite noisy in there, primarily thanks to Hanako, so I'll just take a stroll until it has settled down.
よう、どうしたんだ？こんなところで。
Now, well, as I look at a figure in a white gown listlessly approaching me, I immediately realize that it's the rude nurse. Since I've just been idly walking around without any particular destination, it appears that my feet had carried me towards the infirmary before I knew it. It was like we were on autopilot, right? To like the days when we used to work at the infirmary, our feet just took us here. Don't you have to be in the infirmary? I mean, I sure hope you're properly doing your job.
当たり前だろ。それに、少しは外の空気でも吸わなければ息が詰まる。
But you're still inside though. What do you mean fresh air? What's the difference between being inside the infirmary and inside the hallway? Both are still inside. The air is not fresher out in the hallway, okay? Well, that's okay then.
ところで、彼女ができた感想はどうだ？
How do you know? Did Aoi tell you? Did Aoi tell you? Huh? With that sudden question thrown at me, a goofy voice emits from my mouth. Looking at her, I notice that she's gazing at me with a smirk on her face. How come you know about that?
ゆうべ、葵から電話がかかってきてな。
Oh god.
お前と一ノ瀬が付き合うからどうしようって。
It seems like everybody who knew couldn't just wait even a single day to tell other people. Aoi called up now. Immediately after Mio called Yuri. At least I had, oh no, I'm the one who told Aoi, I guess. So even I didn't have the decency to wait or anything, right? We couldn't keep it inside. We just had to tell somebody, share the joy, share the happiness. But yeah, damn. Everybody seems to be fucking gossips, just telling everybody. Come to think of it, Mio also had a long telephone conversation.
おまけに、ゆうべはミユのやつも来ていたからな。そのまま葵も呼び出して、朝方まで宴会だ。
Really? Yeah, I remember Mio went to her place, right, to give me and Mio some time alone. So yeah, really, they had a party? Seriously, like yeah. My little sister for Mio and my stepson for Aoi, they're dating right now. That's kind of weird too, right? Because Aoi and Mio are friends. They are friends with each other and their family members are now dating each other. Now that you mention it, Miyu-san indeed said she'd go over to your place. And then Aoi-san came over too, huh?
ああ、おかげで完全に寝不足だぞ。どうしてくれる？
What the fuck? Why is like everybody deprived of sleep off of like this happy occasion about me and Mio dating? It seems like I'm the only one that got decent sleep last night. What the fuck? Everybody like celebrated or talked about it or just thought about it. It just gave them trouble sleeping or didn't want to sleep because of it. It's not like I could do anything about it even if I wanted to. However, from what she says, I can imagine it being rough. It would have been a saving grace if it was weekend already, but unfortunately, it's Friday. But Aoi-san was just as full of pep as always this morning.
あいつは開始1時間で喋るだけ喋ったら寝た。
Oh, she fell asleep early in the party? Aoi-san, I guess it's something you'd expect from her. You couldn't call in sick today?
それも考えたんだが、代わりに仕事をするやつがいなくて休む暇がない。
After completing her sentence, she stifles a yawn. However, she immediately restores her facial expression, and it goes on.
それでどうなんだ？
What do you mean? It's just, you know, I have a girlfriend, feels good. Do I really have to tell you?
ああ、興味があるから聞かせろ。彼女が欲しいと言って生徒会に入ったんだ。いろいろと思うところがあるんじゃないか？
Don't slander me here. It's not like I joined the student council because of that. That's only part of the reason, not the entire reason, okay? When the Love is Banned rule was established the day I joined, it's true that I felt like I was left high and dry. But it's kind of upsetting to hear that it was allegedly my one and only reason for joining. Besides, it's only yesterday that I got a girlfriend. My mind hasn't caught up to reality just yet.
そういえば、一ノ瀬には触れないんだったな。いきなり押し倒したりはできないわけか。
Hey, hey, hey. I mean, that's true and all, but like, the thing is, I feel like Mio can be the one who initiates stuff though, right? If she's the one who initiates stuff, then apparently, at least last night when she kissed us, her androphobia doesn't get triggered. So we'll just have to wait until she comes at us. Maybe she'll push me down suddenly, okay? Even if it wasn't for her androphobia, I wouldn't have any intentions of doing that. Although I've been kissed by her all of a sudden.
否認はちゃんとしろよ。
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I remember. Do you really have to like remind? Okay. I mean, you're the infirmary, the nurse here, or is it actually nurse? Is that the name of her occupation? I don't know. But yeah, she works at the infirmary. Of course, like the sex ed is part of that too as well. Especially when you're working at a school with teenagers and shit. Look, I'm telling you, I won't do it.
恋人同士なんだから言い切れないだろうが。
No, we can't. We shouldn't. Well, I guess. Admittedly, it's possible that it's going to happen between us someday. Someday, I'll give it about a week, okay? Probably within the next week, I'm saying. Although we have to overcome the androphobia in some way first. Though, I don't know how we're gonna do that exactly. It's gonna be a tough one. Like, what if, even if the androphobia quote-unquote sleeps, right? And she initiates love making with us? What if it, like, wakes up halfway throughout it? That'd be kind of weird. Then we're, like, kind of doing it, and then she starts crying, and then that'd be really fucking weird. Oh god. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be strange. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Uh-oh. But I can hardly imagine.
おい、あんまりスケベな顔をするな。
Hey, I'm a guy, okay? If you bring up subjects like that, my mind automatically wanders to certain areas where my face automatically becomes lewd. I can't help it. What?
冗談だ。けど、図星だったみたいだな。
Hey, I tried to put on my poker face, but even my poker face is kind of a lewd face, so... Yeah. Tricking a student into revealing the truth. Her level of grace is straight up breathtaking. She would make for a perfect priestess.
それと、あれだ。
You still have more to say?
おめでとう、ユーマ。
Aw, thank you now. She lightly claps me on my shoulder, then walks off in the direction of the infirmary. Thanks. I threw these words of gratitude at her back. Everybody's so nice about it.
すっかり遅くなっちゃったね。
A lot of stuff happened after that, after all. See, that's what I feel like. I mean, obviously with the Konami, when people found out that we were dating, there was some blowback in that sense, right? Because it's a forbidden, taboo relationship. But in the end, everybody, not reluctantly, but in the end, it sort of took a little while for everybody to give us their blessing, right? And be happy about it. With Yuri, it seemed like people were pretty accepting as well, but I don't know. I just feel like, in terms of, if, like I said, right, if you expect Yuma to be dating anybody out of the girls that are available in our group, most would think like, yeah, probably Mio, just given because of the history that we have together. And just the feedback it just seemed way more positive overall, right? It wasn't just only the people in the student council. Fucking Miyu now and Aoi, they threw a party. They were like, yeah, they're dating, we knew it. It's only 5 years late, but it's finally happened.
みんなからお祝いしてもらっちゃった。すっごく幸せ。
Yeah, me too. In spite of love being technically banned, in the end, everyone celebrated our newly formed relationship in good spirits.
でも、コナミちゃんは良かったのかな？
What do you mean? Saying there is a time-limited sale at the supermarket, so I'm leaving ahead of you. Konami quickly left by herself. Oh. Okay, that's a bit weird. Maybe she just wanted to give us alone time? Maybe she just wanted to let us walk together alone, I think. I don't think Konami is upset or anything like that. I'm sure that's her way of being considerate towards us.
おかげでユウくんと二人きりだもんね。
Come to think of it, today, we didn't have any time with just the two of us until now.
二人きり。
Oh, Mio. Despite, despite partly being physically incapable of doing lewd stuff, she seems to think a lot about those things, right? Like, her mind immediately, her face is more lewd than anything I've ever made, okay? Well, maybe not, but it comes pretty close. And it's just off of the saying, just the two of us, right? That doesn't even directly imply anything lewd, but her mind immediately goes there. It's gotta be the BL mangas, right? Those have sort of corrupted her mind. It's gotta be that. It's turned her into a lewd girl. Don't wander off into some weird daydream, okay?
大丈夫だよ。
You sure?
けど昨日は私ゆうくんとキスしたんだよね。
That really happened? At least I think it did. That's right. She gazes at me with upturned eyes, while touching her own lips with her index finger. That gaze throws my heart into commotion.
ゆうくんに触っても大丈夫だったんだよね。
For some reason you were. Yeah.
今触っても大丈夫かな。
Uh-oh. I don't know. I mean, we can try it. If possible, I'd want to touch her hands, cheeks, and lips. However, it might make her break into tears again, or worse, possibly even make her pass out. Let's not. Let's take it easy with the rehab, okay?
ダメなんだ。
Aww. It just kind of sucks that, like, obviously when you're, when you start dating, there's this urge of just wanting to be close to the other person, right? Whether it's holding hands, kissing, or just putting your arm around her shoulder, for example, just some sort of level of intimacy that you want to do, right? Or to keep. And it just kind of sucks that we feel like because of the androphobia that we need to hold back. Kind of sucks that there's just something holding us back from doing those things. Of course, I'd also like to touch you, but I have absolutely no clue why you were fine at that time.
手だけでもダメ？
If it's only that, it's the same as the morning rehab we do. Just a little shouldn't be a problem. Then, why don't you take my hand of your own accord for a chance on this occasion? I feel like that's where the difference lied, at least in terms of like her crying and not. Is if she takes it of her own accord, or if she takes initiative, right? It's because then mentally she's already preparing herself, like, alright, I'm gonna take his hand. And I just feel like it's a big mental thing as well, right? It's just different. If someone randomly touches you don't expect it, like, you suddenly just kind of freak out, and then boom, androphobia kicks in full gear. But if she does it herself, then maybe the androphobia, or Mio's just sort of talking to it. I know I'm like talking weirdly about it, but like, obviously you can't talk to your phobia, but you know what I mean, right? She's just gonna say like, alright dude, you just hold back, okay? I'm gonna touch his hand, so don't freak out, phobia. Just, I'm gonna hold you back. Don't let the tears spill.
私から？
Last night, you were the one who touched me first, right?
そういえば
This girl, did she seriously forget something this major?
私自分から
Yeah, girl. Yeah, Mio, you did that. You made the first move. Look, forget about that. Anyways, just take my hand.
じゃあ
While her body becomes a bit stiff due to her nervousness, she gingerly extends her hand. She's doing it. So far, so good. Her fingertips softly touch the back of my hand. However, immediately following that, she lets out a strained voice, as if she's on the verge of tears. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's already going bad. Uh-oh. Should we abort? Mio, don't overdo it. Just let go of my hand. Aww. I guess it didn't work after all. But like, if we tell her to take it of her own accord, then it's not an impulsive thing, right? When she kissed us, it was purely impulse. It's just like, nobody told her to do that. Nobody told her to like go and kiss me, to touch me. So that was purely impulsive, right? But if we tell her, alright, take my hand of your own accord, it's not an impulsive thing at all. So it's kind of indirectly us touching her too. We just tell her like, oh yeah, you're the one that's gonna touch me. But then it's also sort of she's bracing herself, but it's probably not good enough to hold the androphobia back. I don't know. I just feel like that's probably the thing. When it's impulsive, when she does it, that's probably when she doesn't cry or something. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck this phobia works. I'm trying to figure it out though. It's fine. We'll have infinite opportunities to do it again. Aww. Figures. It has nothing to do with who initiates the touch. I thought that's kind of where it lied though, but I feel like it's now just mainly the impulsive thing. I don't know, I really don't know. Seriously, what is the reason why she was fine yesterday?
ごめんね、ゆうくん。また泣いちゃって。
It's okay, it's okay. I was thinking like maybe it worked fine yesterday when she kissed me because she didn't have any more tears to cry because she cried before that a lot already anyway, right? But that's not even the case because immediately after we pointed out that she kissed us and that we touched without her kissing or without her crying, after that she cried again when we tried touching, right? So it's not even that. It's not that she ran out of tears yesterday. I don't mind, not that it's possible. Don't mind it. Also, I told you that I'd help you work on it until you're cured, right?
ありがとう。
Don't worry, we'll just make progress slowly but surely. Baby steps, okay? She smiles happily with tears accumulated at the corner of her eyes. Presumably because it was only a short, light touch. It didn't end with her bursting into a flood of tears. Oh yeah, we'll enter the weekend tomorrow, using this opportunity. Would you like to go somewhere together?
いいの？ゆうくんと遊びに行きたい。
Then it's decided. As for the day and specific time.
それなら、あさってがいいかも。
Sunday, you got it. I don't mind, but you have plans tomorrow?
町内会の人が来るの。
Oh, the shrine. So that's why. Okay, Sunday it is then.
嬉しいな。ゆうくんとデート。
Yeah, our first date as a couple. Seeing Mio smile, the feeling of happiness spreads to me as well. So, is there some place you want to go?
ゆうくんと一緒ならどこでもいいよ。
Where do we go then? I guess we just hang out in town? That makes things tricky. Is there really nothing on your mind? Like shopping or the amusement park?
じゃあ映画は？
Movie? Alright. Ah, one rule. No BL movie. I don't even know if they show that shit in cinemas, okay? But I'm sorry, I'm not going to a BL movie with you, Mio. I'm sorry. Is there a movie you want to see? Oh god, don't say that. Don't ask her that.
ね。
Don't say BL. Please don't say BL. Like that, we leisurely walked the road home while we discussed the plan for our dates. I don't think she said BL, because she would have had a lewd face.
ユーマさん、どういうことですか？
What do you mean? All of a sudden, Tina complains to me about something with an angry look on her face. The heck are you so mad about?
なぜメオさんと恋人になったことを私に言わないのですか？
It literally only happened yesterday and this is the first time I'm seeing you. Here I wonder what's going on, and it figures it was only that. Right, I really forgot to tell her, now that I think about it. However, it's also true that I didn't really have the chance to do so. Not my fault. When I came back yesterday, you were already asleep, and when I went to school this morning, you weren't up yet, right? Yeah, you neat, huh? Just cause you were sleeping for 16 hours straight? It's your fault I couldn't tell you.
前の日、ティナ様は夜更かしをされていまして、それで昨日は早く寝てしまったのです。ユーマさんがなかなかメオさんとくっつかないので、一生懸命漫画で勉強してたんです。
Oh god, what manga did you read? Again with manga? Seriously? Then again, I never wanted her help in the first place. Or did I need it because, you know, I feel like that's actually how all the routes happen so far, right? We don't really need her help. We don't need Tina's help to, like, get the girl. Just Tina kind of helps out after when some sort of dramatic events happened during the whole dating part, and then, you know, I mean, that's been the general theme, and it's always with most visual novel routes. It's just you get together, then something sad, dramatic, or whatever happens that might threaten the relationship, or just something with the family, or anything, right? Just some sort of event that just kicks things up a gear. And with that particular event that happens, that's where Tina usually helps us out and just, you know, does her whole love fairy thing, and then she disappears. Come to think of it, now that I have a girlfriend, that means your work is over, right?
終わり
She's sad. She's like, what? I didn't even do anything. It's over already? Wasn't that what you said from the start? That your love fairy work will last until I get a girlfriend.
そうでございます、ティナ様。そろそろ本業に戻りませんと。それは、ユーマさんとミャオさんは付き合い始めたばかりです。これから問題が起こるかもしれません。
Yeah, you can stick around for a while, Tina. That's fine. Problems? Like what exactly?
そうです。触ると泣いてしまうのはまだ解決してませんよね。
True, but is that something a love fairy can help with though? That's more of like a psychological, or you need to see a doctor for that, right? Considering it's a phobia? Correct. That certainly does classify as a problem.
だからまだしばらくは様子を見させてもらいます。
Alright, well, I guess. If you can figure it out, then awesome. Having managed to find a good excuse, Tina declares proudly. Yeah, it certainly sounds like she's just using it as an excuse to stick around longer.
ティナ様、そんな言い訳でお仕事をサボらないでくださいませ。
Come on, Kotaru. You can't expect Tina to go back to her usual life and give up on her neat life that quickly. Come on.
小太郎は黙ってて。ユーマさん、ダメですか？
You can, it's fine. Well, I don't really mind. Do what you want.
ありがとうございます、ユーマさん。まったく、ユーマ様は甘すぎます。
Kotaro heaved a heavy sigh from atop Tina's head. The day of the date. Oh yeah, it's come. Dating day. Our first date. I managed to get ready real quick, so I've come over to the shrine to pick up Mio. Although, I assume I must have come too early. I mean, there's still quite some time left until our agreed rendezvous time. Hey, Mio. Mio-san, good morning.
ユウちゃん、おはよう。
Hello, I'm coming to pick up the younger sister. I see you're sweeping the ground. Very diligent.
ありがとう。秋の落ち葉ほどじゃないけど、毎日掃除しないといろいろゴミが溜まっちゃうの。
I know, trust me, I know. My room is a pile of shit. That's quite a lot of ground to cover.
とは言っても慣れてるからそれほど苦じゃないんだけど、秋は秋で焼き芋をする楽しみもあるし。
Potatoes? Is it alright to make a fire here?
さすがに境内の真ん中ではしないよ。社務所の裏手の方とか。それは置いといて。
I was gonna say, what if like the entire shrine burns down in an accident?
ミオのお迎えに来たんだよね。付き合いだしたらしいけど。
Yeah, I'm sure you heard about it, right, huh? You even partied it up together with Nao-san? Well, yeah. Did Mio tell you?
最初は葵先輩からかな。
Yep, Aoi. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you met her on that day. They held a party until morning on that day, apparently.
一昨日の夜のゆうちゃんはかっこよかったな。
Yuma to the
泣いてるミオの
rescue.
ために全力で駆けつけて。
That was her knight in shining armor. If you look back, it was basically me who caused all of that to begin with. I just suffered the consequences. There's nothing cool about that. Anyhow, sorry that I suddenly intruded here that late.
いいよ、気にしないで。ゆうちゃんとは知らない仲じゃないんだし。
I'm glad you see it like that.
それでね、ゆうちゃん、一つだけ確認していい？
Oh god, what are you gonna ask me, Miyu? All of a sudden, she draws close to me and whispers close to my ear. Yeah? What is it?
あの日、 ミオとエッチしちゃったの。
Hey, come on! Why does everybody think that? The first night before we even start dating, you think we immediately go to the sex part, huh? Huh? Why does everybody assume that? Unable to grasp what she's asking me, a goofy response escapes me.
だからエッチしたのって。
Damn, she even asked it a second time. She's not even embarrassed about it. So, did you do my little sister, huh?
もうゆうちゃんってば、こんなこと女の子に何度も言わせないでよ。
Why, you really do not seem embarrassed about it, Miyu. First and foremost, I don't quite understand why you'd ask me something like that.
それはもう姉としては当然気になるじゃない？妹に先を越されちゃったのかなーって。私も未経験なのに。
Oh, really now? Huh, you're still inexperienced, huh, as the older sister. Wow. Do you perhaps need some help with that, Miyu? I'll gladly help the both of the sisters out, you know? I'll do it for the family, the Miyu family. Gladly. I don't think that kind of information needed to be said. Can't say I wanted to hear that. It doesn't strike me as particularly strange though, since she once told me that she wasn't interested in love. But, you know, love and sex can sort of be separate. You don't necessarily have to be in love with a person to have sex with them, right? I mean, it's usually better if you do and whatnot, but it doesn't necessarily have to. First of all, we can't do something like that as long as she's still afflicted by her androphobia. Actually, I wonder this, okay? What if we just like never actually touch her with our own skin-to-skin contact, right? And if we actually do have sex and I wear a condom, and only sort of touch her through that, through the rubber, right? Would that trigger her androphobia or not? I feel like that's actually, maybe that's a loophole through which we can have sex without actually physically, literally having skin-to-skin contact with her, right? Could we fool the androphobia that way?
それはそうなんだけど、でもあの夜のミオって妙に浮かれてたのよね。唇を何度も指でつっついたりして。
Really? Touching her lips? Having finished her sentence, Miyu-san puts up a complacent smile and peers into my face from point-blank range.
本当に何もしてないのかな?
I mean, I didn't say nothing. You just assumed that we went further than we actually did. I'm pretty sure she knows the answer to that herself. I answered nothing in response to her question and simply averted my eyes. I mean, it's kind of easy to figure out, right? If you see Miyu like tracing her fingers over her lips constantly, what would she have done, right? Something with her lips. What would you do with your lips? Maybe kiss or something like that? See, if we had sex, then maybe she'd be tracing her hands somewhere else, and that would actually be rather weird if she did that in front of other people. So, I feel like it's kind of safe to assume, right, that, yeah, that we did not have sex. We already confirmed that, but saying it again, just saying it again. Then, before my eyes, the entrance door of the room opens with vigor.
ゆうくん、もう来てたの？私、約束の時間間違えちゃった？
Oh, no. It's you're right on time, I think. Or am I too early? What's going on? I presume she heard us talking. Mio storms out of the house in a fluster. Hey, she's dressed quite cutely. Relax. It's still before the time we'd agreed upon. It's just that I came too early.
そうなの？びっくりした。
Apparently feeling relieved, she winds down and smiles sweetly at me. Morning, Mio.
おはよう、ゆうくん。今日もいい天気だね。
Sure's looking pretty good. Yeah.
ゆうくんと挨拶をしただけなのに、顔がにやけてきちゃうよ。
That's more than a smile you're putting on your face now, Mio.
見よったらだらしない顔しちゃって。BL 本で勉強した成果を試せるといいね。
It's going to be quite different though, right? I mean, there's probably some things from BL books and relationships, romance that kind of translates over into male-female relationships, right? But some of the stuff definitely does not apply. Definitely not.
お姉ちゃん、もうそんなこと言っちゃダメだよ。
She studied BL books? Is that all it was, huh? It was just her studying? As I find myself unable to grasp the meaning of that word in this context, I end up firmly fixating my gaze upon Mio.
ゆうくん、私、
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Guys use video material to study it all the time anyway, right? What's the difference? When Mio tries to look back at me, she flushes red and casts her eyes down. Seeing that reaction of hers felt a little awkward for me. Now I'm feeling embarrassed too.
あんなに小さかった二人がね、成長してるんだな。もう当然だよ。
Presumably to cover up her embarrassment, Mio reacts unnaturally strong to Mio-san's words.
早く行かないと映画の時間になっちゃうから、もう行こう。
Sure. Yeah, let's go. Actually, since I arrived here too early, there's still more than enough time before the movie, yeah, but I'm pretty sure Mio wants to escape this embarrassing situation. However, I understand her feelings of wanting to leave this place as soon as possible, so I obediently nod in agreement.
いってらっしゃい、二人とも。楽しんできてね。
Thank you, I'm sure we'll have a grand old time. Although Mio-san apparently saw right through it.
もう、お姉ちゃんってば。
Yeah, your sister. So, can I ask you about that studying, huh? Please, inform me, enlighten me. What did you learn? What kind of techniques did you learn, huh?
ダメだよ。内緒。
It's a secret? I'm pretty sure I'll be finding out about that later. Pity.
ゆうくん、お姉ちゃんみたい。
I'm just curious because, like, I don't know, she seems like such a cute, bubbly girl, right? That you usually don't expect these characters to sort of be like the perverted type. But Mio is, I almost said like closet pervert, but she's not even that. She's actually pretty upfront about the whole BL book thing, right? The BL manga that she's into. She doesn't even necessarily hide it that much, so you can't even use the term closet here. So, but yeah, she's kind of unexpectedly perverted, huh? I don't think I tease her as excessively as Mio-san, but I guess I have no choice but to leave it be and not pursue this subject further. But now that I think about it, since your mother moved to your father's place, Mio-san basically became something like your surrogate mother. Your father had to move to a far-off place due to a job transfer when Mio was still very young. And a couple years ago, their mother left taking care of Mio to Mio-san, who was already old enough to stand on her own, and moved to their father's place. So at present, it's no exaggeration to say that Mio-san is Mio's surrogate mother.
お姉ちゃんにはいろいろお世話してもらってるけど。
That's why she's so nosy as well, huh? Last Thursday night, she also ultimately acted considerate of us. In light of that, it'd feel quite inappropriate to act unkind to her. How about we buy her something sweet on our way back from the date? Our thanks for that day included.
何がいいかな。
Mio begins to happily ponder about something, most likely about what sweets she'll buy. Well then, we still have some time before the movie. What should we do? Granted, the cause of that is me coming too early.
そういえばゆうくん、どうして今日は早かったの？
I was looking forward to today, and ended up waking really early because of that.
ゆうくんが？
I was so excited. I was also kind of surprised about it. When I heard the word date before, it was basically lost on me. I never even considered that it could be something this exciting.
あのね、私も今日のデートすっごく楽しみだったんだよ。
I mean, it all matters who the person you're going on the date with, right? With a smile on her face, Mio walks while directing her gaze at me. Mio, it's dangerous to walk without looking forward.
大丈夫？
Didn't this happen last time too? A man who's passing by has approached her from behind. So as to avoid him, she hurriedly draws close to me. Oh boy, are you okay?
びっくりした。
Is she touching me right now or not? Don't forget the fact that we're out on a Sunday, okay? But anyway, I suppose being at places with large crowds of people is dangerous for you. It wouldn't be strange if she touched someone at some point, much like she did just now. It's still a bit early, but shall we head to the movie theater already?
ごめんね。
Less chances for her to randomly run into people. Don't worry about it. As I begin to walk, Mio follows along next to me with a slightly quick steps. I guess it'll be more comfortable for her if I slow down my pace a little. Something wrong?
なんでもないよ。早く行こう。
She was actually like, oh, he's being considerate of me, what a nice guy. We can't hold hands or link our arms like a normal couple on a date. Ah, yeah. All these little tiny things, right, that you would just normally do on a date. Hold hands, and you know, especially when watching a movie, you'd like wrap your arm around the girl, right? You can't do that shit with Mio. Oh man, those are kind of the fun parts, right? So I want to at least walk side by side with her, our shoulders on the same level.
生きててよかったよ。
She's crying because of the movie, right? What movie did we watch? What happened? I understand how you feel, but aren't you crying too much here? The movie was an animal-themed drama, or was it a new Pokemon movie? The audience was made to think that the dog of the protagonist died, but at the end, it turned out that it was actually still alive. Ah, the good old beta tactic. That has presumably moved Mio emotionally, since she has continuously been in this state since the moment the letters Fin appeared on the screen.
もう絶対にダメかと思ってたんだもん。
Oh. Right, in that situation, it didn't seem like there was any way it could still live.
でもけなげに頑張って最後にあの男の子のところに戻ってきてよかったよ。
I know, right? What a champion. That dog just kept fighting. Right. Showing empathy in regards to a movie like this is also quite adorable. Even though she's crying, there are tears of a completely different sort than usual, like the one she spilled Thursday night. Ah, we should totally watch Hachiko with Mio. She'll cry her eyes out as well. That's actually the one movie. I'm like a fucking... I can feel sadness, right? But it's very hard for me to express sadness in terms of like actually crying. For some reason, it's really, really hard to make me cry. Like, I can understand, oh shit, I understand, right? It's not like I'm emotionally inept or something and I can't understand emotions and sadness. Of course I fucking get that, right? And I understand when situations are sad. And I kind of have this feeling inside of me of sadness, but never to the point where actually tears start spilling out of my eyes. I never get to that point, except with like 2 movies. One was Hachiko, as I mentioned, right, with the dog. I won't spoil much about that. You should really check that one out. And the other, fuck, what was the movie? It was the Korean zombie movie. Fuck, what was it called? It's a really amazing movie. Like, I know that the whole genre of zombies as of late is kind of like, you know, sort of generic and very blah. It's like nothing, you don't expect something new from it, but that movie, holy shit, that was insane. Fuck, I'm actually gonna Google it. I want to give you guys the title because it's amazing. Train to Busan, that's it, Train to Busan. I really highly recommend you to check that out if you're into like Korean movies or dramas or whatever, right? I like K-pop a lot. I got into K-pop like 8 years ago or something like that. And my girlfriend primarily watches a lot of K-drama. So yeah, we kind of watched that movie together, and I was sort of like, I was sitting next to her, right, but I just sort of like, especially during the sad parts, I was just sort of leaning back, and she was really into the movie, so she didn't see like tears falling down my cheeks and stuff, and it was like, so I tried my best to hide that shit, and then once she just sort of looked in my direction, and then I just looked down, and like, oh, I hope she didn't notice. But yeah, that, oh my god, if you're into those types of movies, or like just Korean, I guess, entertainment in general, even if you aren't, like, Train to Busan is an amazing movie. Seriously, I highly recommend it. As I gaze at her in this state, I feel a warm feeling welling up in my chest.
あらやだ、修羅場よ。
What do you mean a fight?
ひどい彼氏ね。あんな可愛い子を泣かせるだなんて。
Hey, why do you assume that I did something to her to make her cry? However, contrary to the emotions in my heart, before I knew it, these kinds of voices have begun to enter my ears. Hey, fucking judgmental fucking bitches! What the fuck? They see a girl crying and immediately assume that it's because of me? They don't even saw what the fuck happened. We just walked out of the movie theater that way. It appears Mio still isn't aware of it, but turning it into some sort of exhibition for other people is sure to be harsh for the both of us. Which leaves me with no other choice. Sorry, Mio. Since you're already crying, it won't make much of a difference anyway. We're gonna hug her or hold her hand? I mean, that's true, right? If she's already crying for a different reason, then what does it matter if she cries even more now? Might as well take advantage of it. I'm going to take your hand. I whisper that next to her ear, then gently grasp Mio's hand. It's because you're already crying. What's the worst you can do, right? You can cry even harder, I guess. If you want to cry, just let it out. I feel like that's a little bit weird though, right? Because obviously people are judgmental and immediately going to assume the worst. So if they see me, it would be a bit embarrassing to walk together hand in hand with your girlfriend while she's crying, right? Because pretty sure, as the other pedestrians earlier, they're just gonna assume that I did some shit to her to make her cry. Which I actually kind of am, because I'm holding her hand that makes her cry. But that's not how it started. She cried because of the movie, okay? Mio's faintly warm, soft hand. The sensation makes my heart beat faster, ignoring my attempts of rebuking myself that this isn't the right time or place for it. And who knows, maybe this will have the adverse effect, and like suddenly if I hold her hand, she'll stop crying. Come, let's go that way. She nods slightly, and just a bit strongly grasps my hand back. As I pull her by her hand, I head towards a certain place that I have in mind. Where are we going? Oh, uh-oh! Isn't this the cursed place though? Isn't this the cursed location? At least in the Yuri route it was. We should be fine here. I let my eyes wander around the area, and can barely find any people. I presumed there'd be more people here since it's Sunday, but I guess we just happened to come at the right time. I'll let go of your hand now. It didn't seem like she was crying anymore though. We should have just kept holding. I slowly removed my fingers, all the while feeling somewhat reluctant to already relinquish the sensation of her hand. I'm also sorry for forcibly dragging you here. On the way here, I informed her of the fact that the people around us had been staring at us, but seeing that it caused her distress, it might have been better not to tell her about it. Oh, she was still crying. No reason to push yourself. You can take your time. Since there's no point in standing around, I have Mio, who's still in tears, sit down on a nearby bench. It's gotten relatively hot already, huh? If you think about it, we already entered the second half of May. With the end of the spring weather, summer is soon to arrive. Of course, I love the summer for one and only one reason: bikinis. Well, yeah, I'm pretty fond of summer. The heat may be tough, but we have a long summer break. And above all, one of my favorite foods, cucumber, is in season. Really? I didn't know cucumber was a seasonal food. Presumably finally having settled down somewhat, she smiles at me while lightly heaving with sobs. How are you?
もうすぐ止まりそうかも。
By now, her voice has almost turned back to normal. Aww, seems you've mostly settled down.
ごめんね、ゆうくん。もう大丈夫だよ。
She seems perfectly fine now, thank God. Despite the fact that I had gripped her hand pretty firmly for quite a while, it feels like her tears stopped faster than usual today. Did you push yourself to hold them back?
ううん、不思議だけど、すっと涙が引いたの。今日は調子がいいのかも。
Or maybe we're on our way to curing it, right? Maybe it's also related to you having enjoyed the movie. It's fairly common that mental conditions affect the degree of ailments.
でも映画を見ながら泣いちゃってごめんね。私涙もろいのかも。
Oh gosh, really? Oh my god. So she's the type that's easily moved to tears due to, like, I guess just sad scenes in movies or game or whatever, right? In stories. Oh my god. And she cries when we touch it. Oh my god, we're gonna have to deal with a lot of crying here. It's not that I mind. It's not like I hate girls crying. It's just a weakness of mine. I just like I get so guilty, and it's like I don't like the sound of it because it makes me feel guilty, and it feels like even though I may not be the cause for it, it makes me feel like I'm a scumbag, even though I didn't cause it. Well, you've always been vulnerable to emotional stories.
言われてみればそうかもしれないね。
When you cried, you were also quite adorable.
それじゃあもっと泣こうかな。
Whoa. There's no need to do that, okay? You can be adorable without crying too. I prefer that adorableness rather than the adorable crying. You say that so lightly, but it's not unlikely that something like what happened just now could happen again. So, no need to go out of your way to cry. God knows there'll be plenty of times to cry later.
そっか。
And besides, I don't want to make her cry on purpose
で
either.
もあの映画面白かったな。ゆうくんはどう？
It was cool. I mean, it had a dog in it. I like dogs. Yeah, I also enjoyed it.
よかった。お気に入りのシーンとかある？
Let's see. I guess for instance when the protagonist's dog came to save his owner, putting his life on the line.
そこすっごく感動しちゃった。他にもライバルだった子たちと一緒に力を合わせたりもよかったよね。
Yeah, the good old switcheroo, huh? Where like the longtime rival and the protagonist have to join forces to defeat a greater evil. Yep, that's a pretty common story arc, right? Yeah, right. That scene sure got quite excited.
ゆうくんも楽しんでくれてよかった。二人で遊ぶのも久しぶりだから、ゆうくんが楽しんでくれるかちょっと不安だったんだけど。
Of course not. Dates with Mio sound like the best thing ever. Come to think of it, the two of us haven't gone out anywhere recently. When we were kids, the two of us played around very often in many places. It has also been a while since I last came here. I slowly let my feet gaze slide over the hill nostalgically.
おい、小さい頃はここでゆうくんと一緒に走り回ったりしたよね。
Along with Mio-san and Konami, yeah.
そうそう。あそこの階段の下でおままごとしたり。
Damn, all the other little boys. Our classmates and shit must have been really angry if I was playing with 3 girls. I also remember that we climbed a tree there.
お姉ちゃんおてんばさんだったから。
She was a tomboy? I can kinda see that. I can kinda see Miyu being a tomboy, but she doesn't seem that way anymore. Not as much, at least. And you, on the contrary, were as docile as you can get.
そうだっけ。確かに運動とかはあんまり得意じゃなかったけど。
You don't seem like the athletic type now either, Mio. Even now, I can still immediately remember. Just like now, Mio was a girl who had a soothing atmosphere around her when she was a kid. How should I put it? Having her by your side makes you wind down, or kinda makes you feel at ease. Though at some point, these feelings changed, and are now making my heart ache and beat faster. We're still in the middle of our date, but... Say, Mio, anywhere you wanna go next time?
それって 私とデートしてくれるってこと？
Of course, I mean, we're a couple, right? You'd think we'd only go on one date and then never again. Yeah, that's why I asked. You don't want to?
すごく嬉しいよ。でも、本当にいいの？
But of course, after all, you're my girlfriend.
だって私、今日みたいに泣いて迷惑かけちゃったり、ゆうくんが大変だと思うの。
Don't say that. Mio.
今日だって映画見て泣いちゃったし、ゆうくんに手を握られても泣いちゃったし。
Don't worry, okay? When you get a girlfriend, you expect at least some level of like shit that you have to put up with, okay? I don't even mean that in like a joking or a bad way. It's just I feel like it should be expected, right? If you start dating someone, you can't expect everything to just go smoothly and perfectly exactly how you want it to without zero problems or trouble whatsoever, right? It's just some shit happens every now and then, and that's just part of being a couple. You just have to get used to that. It's not like you're inconveniencing the other person, I feel. It's something that you actually just sort of should expect. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but that's how I always sort of approached it, and therefore, if something ever happens which another person could think is inconveniencing the other person, it doesn't even bother me that much, because it's just like, yeah, I knew something was gonna happen. I'm like actually more surprised when something doesn't. Don't worry about that. I knew all that about you when I chose to go out with you, you know?
でもせっかくのデートなのに手もつなげないし腕も組めないんだよ。
I mean, that'll come later. Besides, hey, you know, it may have made you cry and I only held your hand because you were already crying, but we still held hands today. Yeah, I don't mind. Only means there's even more reason to look forward to the time when you'll be cured. I'm happy just by being with you.
ゆうくん。
What about you? You're not happy? She seems so surprised.
とっても幸せだよ。
I mean, I guess like maybe some guys wouldn't want to go through that shit, right? Because I guess if you look at it from like a certain standard, Mio is it's not to say that she's weird or anything, but she's obviously her androphobia and that's just extra quote-unquote shit that you have to go through as a couple, right? Whereas with normal couples, you can do all those stuff normally, holding hands, linking arms, and it's just another hurdle to overcome, and maybe some guys don't want to go through that. It's just like too much hassle for them, but you know, once you've met the right person, it doesn't matter what hurdle you overcome, you're just gonna fight right through it, right? And eventually we'll overcome this, so no problemo, Mio. With a delighted, lovely voice, Mio says that she's happy. Coincidentally, a sound that's heralding hunger resounds. Uh-oh. Mio? You're hungry, or is your stomach upset?
お腹空いちゃったかも。
She blushes embarrassedly and shows a shy smile. Lured in by the smile, my face also unconsciously begins to relax.
ゆうくん、いい笑顔だね。
I do? It's no longer disgusting? Yes! We've reached that's at least one goal, right? That's also part of the reason why we were interested in love all of a sudden, is that the thing is we want to just make as many people happy as possible, right? The people that we care about, we want to make them happy and make them smile. And our whole sort of reasoning was that if we can smile, then our smile makes other people smile, right? So it's kind of like a chain effect in that sense. If a person's already smiling, if my smile makes them happier, and it makes them smile even brighter, then we're making them happier. So it's a win-win-win-win-win situation, a quadruple win. But before my smile was disgusting, but it seems like once again in this route, we've accomplished that we can actually do smile in a way that's not abhorrent and disgusting and awful. Huh? I'm smiling?
でも、お腹が鳴って笑われるのって、ちょっと恥ずかしいかも。
It's just funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to smile because of that. It was subconscious.
気にしないで。ゆうくんが笑ってくれるなら、恥ずかしいけど嬉しいし。
Rather than in response to Mio's growling, I naturally smiled simply because of the warm atmosphere that's enclosing us. I think. However, more importantly, well, let's head to the main street and have lunch then.
けど公園なんだしお弁当作ってくればよかったかな。
Oh, that would have been perfect. Picnic with Mio. Now that you mention it, I guess that it was also an option to eat here, yeah. We can remember that for next time. It could have been a chance to savor Mio's homemade cooking, but today we'll just make do with some store on the main street. But could you make us lunch on our next date?
もちろん。
Yes! That's another thing to look forward to.
頑張るね。
The next date is already gonna be amazing, I can tell. And so, we start to trace our steps back the way we came here, walking next to each other.
今日は楽しかったね。こんなにいっぱい遊んだのなんて久しぶりかも。
Yeah, it was fun for me as well. Thanks.
私こそありがとう。お姉ちゃんへのお土産も買えたし、
Alright.
きっと喜んでくれるよ。
I almost forgot about the present. What did we buy Miyu? Right. Give her my best regards. But man, when you have fun, time really flies by in a flash. Oh, don't I know about that? To think that our date is already over. Well then, see you tomorrow.
待ってゆうくん。
Uh-oh.
最後にお願いがあるの。
What's this? Do you want to end the date on a kiss? A request? What is it? As I wonder what this is about and gaze at Mio, her face flushes red in a blink of an eye.
ねちょっと恥ずかしいんだけど。
Don't worry about it. Just ask it, Mio. If it's something I can do, you can just come out with it straight.
じゃあね。手をつないでもらっても
Oh.
いいかな。
Just hold hands? I was expecting something more lewd. Hold hands?
さっきは最初から泣いちゃってたから。ダメ？
Okay, no, I think we should. Just always trying, right? I feel like the more we just hold hands and do those things, it'll alleviate her androphobia. Hopefully. I mean, we gotta try and cure it somehow, right? No, I don't really mind, but...
早くね、この泣いちゃうのを直したいの。だって、せっかくのデートで、ゆうくんと手をつなげないのは嫌だもん。
I see. Okay, then hold out your hand. Still red in the face, Mio gingerly presents me her hand.
なんか、ドキドキしてきちゃった。
Doki doki. It's a completely different situation from when we were at the main street earlier. I took her hand to escape the stares of people, or when I took her hand. This time, it's rehabilitation for the purpose of someday holding hands during our dates. Maybe because of that, my heart is also thrown into a pounding commotion.
ゆうくん、お願い。
Alright, I'll touch your hand now. Slowly and gently, I touch Mio's fingertips. Uh-oh, oh no! Her eyes are starting to squint already. That instant, Mio's shoulders slightly shook with a jerk. However, it appears that she won't cry just yet with this level of touch. Continuing on, I gently grasp her fingers.
ゆうくんの手の感触がなんかいつもよりドキドキするかも。
Mio's fingers are soft and smooth. Why are girls' hands always so fucking soft and smooth? I never carefully ascertained the sensation of touching her before, so just holding her hand lightly like this feels completely different now.
あれ？
Something wrong?
あれ？
She's
どうしてだろう？
she's not crying. What? Huh? I tilt my head in puzzlement as I see Mio in a somewhat nonplussed state. She seemed to be somewhat different from when I usually touch her. I mean, there are literally no signs of her about to cry at all. There was like a little one at the beginning, when her eyes closed a little bit, but yeah, now she seems perfectly fine. Could it be that you're fine?
なんだか
How? At that point, she dries up in mid-sentence. Oh no. Oh no, there it comes. We shouldn't have celebrated so early. We celebrated too early. At the corner of her eyes, drops of tears start to well up. Or we just shouldn't have brought any attention to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
ダメみたい。
God damn it. Well, it lasted like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, right? Maybe there's like a time limit. The time limit before she starts to cry, so now every single interaction and us touching of her has to be under that time limit. That, like, you know, if she starts to cry at 15, we just stop touching her on 14 seconds, and then bam, that way we can avoid her crying every single time. If it works that way, of course. I see. However, when we kissed the other day, she was also temporarily fine. Is there some sort of connection? Maybe. Mio, there's something I want to try out. Making up my mind as I let go of her hand. I bring that up.
何ユウくん。
Can I kiss you? With these words, I slowly draw my face near hers. Seems like she doesn't have a choice. The degree of Mio's flush climbs to the next level.
キス
If you'll let me...
しちゃうの？
Well, I won't if you don't want to.
してほしい。
Then prepare to be kissed, Mio. She is evidently embarrassed and is basically about to cry, but she still lightly nods in consent. I gently grasp her shoulders and draw her close to me. Usually, that alone should make her break into tears. She doesn't seem to be crying. A light, quick kiss. I immediately distance myself from her and examine how she's doing. Do you have to make that lewd face? Yes, she does. It makes it better. Mio looks kind of dazed, as if in a dreamy state of mind. Far from breaking into tears, she seems sort of happy. Mio, are you alright?
あれ
You okay? She's not crying again. The next moment, after she has returned to reality, looking taken aback. See? So we can kiss her if it's like under a certain time limit, see? There's like a temporary time window under which she doesn't cry. So quick kisses like mwah, mwah. That's not, you know, then she doesn't cry. But if it's like contact that's for a prolonged time, at least now, I feel like it wasn't that way before, but maybe due to the rehab that has improved. I don't know, but a light kiss like this, quick and easy and nice, that doesn't seem to make her cry. Shit.
いや
Why am I even talking?
ダメかも。
Why do I even say anything at all? Then I'll give you another kiss. Yeah, that's going to make things better.
ユウくん。
Or rather, because you're already crying, you'll get another kiss.
あれ
Oh shit, Mio, no! Oh god! Suddenly, I perceive someone's voice from nearby. Uh-oh! What? As I hurriedly surveyed the area, I find Miyu-san with shopping bags in her hand, looking at us apologetically.
ごめんね。お邪魔しちゃった。
Oh god, Miyu! Well, at least now you've seen how far we are in our relationship, okay? We haven't done the dirty deed yet, don't worry. That's gotta be kind of embarrassing though, right? For your sister to catch you kissing with your boyfriend in Mio's position. Yeah. You see, we were just, yeah, there was like something on her lips, and I thought that like this new method that I found out of me touching Mio without making her cry was actually without using my hands, because I think the thing that actually makes her cry is me touching her with my hands. So I come up with this crazy idea to like, if I remove whatever she had on her lips with my lips, that would like, you know, not make her cry. That's totally what I was doing, okay? We were not kissing. I hurriedly removed my hands from Mio and distanced myself from her in a slight panic. Miyu-san smirks as she observes us.
あんなに小さかった。
Hey, come on!
しかもミオってば、いつの間にかお姉ちゃんよりも大人になっちゃって。
Wait, are you telling me you've never kissed before either, Miyu? What?
何言ってるの、お姉ちゃん。
Darn. In response to the fact that someone I know witnessed this scene just now, I feel my face growing hot. This is so embarrassing.
ごめんね。私のことなら気にせずに、チュッチュしてていいよ。すぐに退散するから。
What do you mean in a second? You're gonna just sit by and watch for a little while? What do you mean I'll be gone in a second? Go away now, Miyu, what the heck? Unless you want to join in, get out of here.
お姉ちゃんってば。
I should refrain from doing careless things outside. I vowed so in my heart. Busted by the sister.
今日はニャオさんとデートへ行ったと聞きました。
And it was a huge success, Tina. When Tina, accompanied by Kotaru, dropped by my room in the evening, this was the very first thing that left her mouth.
デートはどうでしたか？私に報告してください。
Well, first, I brushed her skin softly with mine after she cried. I took her hand and we walked. Okay, I'm not gonna walk you through every detail, okay,
無
Tina?
事成功されましたか？
Depends what you call a hitch. She cried a couple of times, but despite that, I consider it a success. Yeah. Wait, that's rare? You're interested in it as well, Kotaru?
もちろんでございます。うまくいけば、それだけ早く元の仕事を再開できますから。
Yeah, I guess. So that's your reason, huh? You just want Tina to go back to her Soul Reaper duty? No wonder he reacted in an unusual way.
それで、デートはどうでしたか？
Well, it was really fun. Mio apparently enjoyed it a great deal too.
そうですか。では、大成功ですね。
I think so, but there's just one thing that's on my mind.
それはどのようなことでございますか？
Actually, I explained to Tina and Kotaru what occurred during today's date. Maybe Mio's androphobia is getting better somewhat, yeah? I feel like it's slowly improving in like weird different areas, but it's definitely improving. Her reaction before our parting indicates so. And when I took her to the park after we left the movie theater, it also didn't take long for her tears to dry up. Yeah, see? She's also improving in stopping with her crying faster than before. If there lies a clue to curing her androphobia in that, then... well, that's it.
ミャオさんともうキスしたのですか？ユーマさんもなかなかのけだものですね。
Hey, come on. I mean, we already kissed last time. We're a couple, so kissing is not that big of a deal. Also, it's not the point of interest here.
そうですね。何かが原因で泣かずに済むようですが。
Yeah. Is there anything you noticed from what I told you? That's what I wanted to ask them, which is why I swallowed my embarrassment and told them everything, yeah. Maybe Kotaru at least can help solve this mystery of the androphobia-ness.
もしかすると、ユーマ様に夢中になっていると気が紛れるのではないでしょうか。
That's possible. She gets diverted? Now that he says it, when we kissed, she may have been concentrating on my lips, yeah. I feel like part of like, I don't know if that is with a lot of phobias, but like, if you're consciously like focusing on the thing, like, oh shit, I'm about to touch a guy, you're like sort of, kind of making it worse, right? In that sense, because you keep thinking about that thing that you're afraid of or scared of, but if your mind is not thinking about that, then the phobia probably doesn't kick in, or maybe just less worse. So if she concentrates on different things besides her phobia, then maybe that will be a way for her to just brush it aside, slowly but surely, and then at some point, completely get it the hell out of there. And when we held hands in front of the shrine stairway, she got extremely shy about it since it was meant as practice, so that we can hold hands during our dates. On the contrary, she began to cry when she became strongly conscious of the rehabilitation. Yeah, it seems to be that the conscious part of her focusing on it. I see. surprisingly, it might just be as you say. There's still no positive proof for it, but you know, that's actually a thing. We can test it out, we can have lots of experiments exactly for what triggers her phobia, what doesn't. There's still no positive proof for it, but I feel that chances are rather high that we're on the right track here. Guess I'll give that a try. Having decided on that, I began to ruminate on how to concretely put that into practice.